Right, welcome back. You join me again, Mike, on a rainy day in England. So let's just jump in straight to the July to August Best Fiends update. So what I've done this time is, well, basically I recorded a video at the start of the update and then accidentally deleted it. So what I thought I'd do instead is record a video right at the end where I can kind of look back over the update and talk about how it ended up playing out. So what we have is our three standard events at the top, which is what we've come to expect over the last couple of months. So here we have Painting Roses. Yeah, this one was it's the easiest of the three, and I've got the furthest with it. It's just about completing levels and collecting roses within the levels. So yeah, it's not difficult, and also Card Suit Edward, who is the prize as a converter fiend, is a good fiend to get an upgrade for. So yeah, and it was quite fun. Like the roses are one of the better graphics that they've had for these competitions. So yeah, that one was all right. Then we have the Liberty Regatta, which was a lot harder. This was for Sailor Bob, so another converting fiend. That one's a good one to get as well. What they've done is they've like intercut a lot of the Regatta and Roses events with each other, meaning that you can only complete like Regatta event 20 if you completed Rose event like 24 or something like that. So it makes it a lot harder to get further with both of them. So you really have to put the effort in if you want to get to the end of this one. As well as this, the Regatta is basically based solely on level completion and not really anything more. So it's yeah, it gets difficult to get far on this one. And then finally we have the Thor's Hammer Viking Vincent event, and this one is the one with its own specific objectives, and it's just a pain to do because every now and then it just comes up with 14 spin the Fiend of Fortunes, and it's just like, well, it's just going to take me ages, and I don't want to do it. And then getting VIP time in this game is a lot rarer than it used to be, so it just makes it unnecessarily difficult. So as you can see, I've completed it, but I'm not going to get any further just because I don't want to have to spin the Fiend of Fortune all the time. Viking Vincent, I mean, Vincent's not really a playable character. Like, I never really need him, so it's not really a great Fiend star, but aesthetically it looks quite good, so it could be worse. So those are the three main events. So the other new thing we have is this Lake Liberty. This is the new area in the game. Let's get on. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so they're still uploading 10 levels every Friday, every Saturday, and also every Sunday. So, as you can see, I'm slowly making my way towards the Holy Grail. I'm almost at the very end of the levels, which is awesome. That's the overall goal. But yeah, Liberty Lake, it doesn't look that amazing, but I think it's better than some of the other locations that we've been to so far. And then the final thing to really talk about, because we didn't have any real updates in the way of achievements, are the global slug races and the golden wheel racer tantrum thing. So that came up a few days ago, and this was really the only reason why I ended up finishing the Liberty Regatta and the Thor's Hammer. I don't think I would have made it otherwise. I would have finished in like 28 for both of them, and it would have annoyed me. So the golden racer tantrum was a 24-hour challenge where you had to complete 14 levels on the first try, which is just insane. But the prize, what was promised, was that you'd spin a golden wheel, which was very much like the Fiend of Fortune, and on this, there's an 80 gold prize as the jackpot. So I ended up going for it, and I did manage to complete it in time just. So I go onto the wheel, and while the jackpot may be 80 gold, pretty much everything else, so there's like a 6 gold on there, there's a couple of 12 golds, I think there's a couple of 25s, no, 26s, there may be a 35, but when I spin it, I obviously get the 12, so not quite the worst one, but the second worst one. But I guess just because everyone like starts with 19 gold normally, it's basically the equivalent of like 20 because it bumped me up into that next 10. So in terms of it as an event, like I guess it's quite fun. It's like a different thing, and it has gold as a prize, so that was quite good. And also, it seems that the levels from like the back of the Royal Mansion onto Liberty Lake are actually not that difficult, so it was possible for me to do it, so that was good. Then finally, we come on to this global slug race. Um, if it was up to me, I would say it's only really worth competing in if you're on the team currently in the lead, or potentially in second place if you want the gold, just based on the prizes, because like getting that boost is great, and 10 gold as well. So yeah, I would just say if your team is in last place, just don't even bother, because like I don't think the prize is worth it for completing 10 levels. And then finally, just for me, I was able to get enough gold to get Rue, who I find to be a very helpful character, um, especially in the levels that I'm currently working on. I think, yeah, Rue is definitely worth it as a fiend. Rue and Miles have definitely changed up my game strategy completely. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it in terms of this update. I'll try and post a new video on the upcoming update when it comes out. So cheers everyone.